BBC News with Debbie Russ. Germany has expelled 2 Russian diplomats after a court ruled that Moscow had ordered the murder of a former Chechen rebel in Berlin in 2019. The authorities called it a grave breach of German sovereignty and rights. The Russian ambassador has called the verdict biased and politically motivated. The Russian government has handed over proposals for security guarantees over NATO's eastward expansion to a US envoy. Moscow wants binding assurances that the military alliance will not expand or deploy certain weapons in Ukraine and other countries bordering Russia. The UN's nuclear watchdog says Iran has agreed to the replacement of surveillance cameras at a nuclear centrifuge site. A standoff over the cameras at the Karaj site had been threatening to derail talks on reviving the 2015 nuclear deal. Britain has registered its worst daily figure for coronavirus infections since the start of the pandemic, as fears grow over the spread of the Omicron strain. 78,000 new cases have been recorded, but there's not, so far, been a surge in the number of deaths. President Biden has been inspecting the devastation caused by tornadoes in the state of Kentucky on Friday. He's promised federal aid to rebuild communities. At least 74 people died in Kentucky and 14 others elsewhere. The United Nations says Colombia's security forces committed serious human rights violations earlier this year when a wave of protests left dozens of people dead. The UN said 44 civilians died during the protests and that the security forces had been involved in at least 28 of the deaths. The Lebanese Interior Minister has ordered the security services to deport all non-Lebanese members of the Bahraini opposition Al-Wifaq movement. The move has been prompted by a news conference that Al-Wifaq members gave in Beirut last week, to which the Bahraini authorities reacted with outrage. BBC News.